Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video we will learn the importance of water, the sources of water and the uses of water. Let us start. So water we drink. Water is present in abundance on the earth. And you know everyone, we are staying in earth and our earth is known as the blue planet. What earth is known as? Earth is known as the blue planet. Why earth is known as blue planet? Earth is known as blue planet because 3/4 of its surface is covered with water. So that's why earth is known as the blue planet. We use water for many purposes like bathing, washing and cleaning. Also watering in the garden also we are using the water. Water also help us digesting food. So we have to drink water minimum 8 glasses of water because it help us to digest the food. We use water for generating electricity and transportation. Plants and animals cannot survive without water. I have a question. Can we survive without water? Yes? No. We cannot survive without water. So how plants and animals they survive without water? They are the living things, right? So plants and animals cannot survive without water. Sources of water, that means where we can get the water. There are different sources of water as shown in the picture: rain, river, lake, ocean, pond, sea, well and tea well. So these are the different sources of water where we can get the water. So sources of water, we also get water from tea well and wells, which are artificial sources of water. What do you mean by artificial sources of water? Artificial sources of water means this is made by the humans only, made by the man. So these are not the natural sources of water. Water supplied by municipality reaches our home through pipes. In villages, women walk also, they are going long distances to collect water. Might you have seen that one? From well and other sources of water, they the women, so what they are doing, they are going for long distances for collecting the water. So water is needed for everyone. Water for everyone. Water is a basic necessity for everyone. In some places discrimination done and people belonging to poor families are not allowed to take water from the water sources. Especially this happens in maximum in village area. Such thinking and activities should be stopped, right? There should not be some rules for some kind of people. So artificial means what? Something made by the man or something that does not exist in naturally. This is artificial. As already I have explained also this. Then discrimination. Discrimination means unfair treatment of different categories of people because of their skin color. Forms of water. Forms of water. There are three forms of water: solid, liquid and gases. And all these forms of water can be interchangeable. For example, in summer we put water in ice tray and keep it in freezer. So what happen after 2-3 hours? If we open the freezer, then if we see there is no water, what it forms? It forms into ice. That is, water is in solid form. So it freezes to form ice, and ice is hard and solid form of water. That means the water changes into ice. The water we drink is liquid, right? So when the water is boiled, it changes into steam or water vapor, which is the gaseous form of water. Okay, so that means three forms of water, that is solid, liquid and gases. And here also we can see how it can changes from one form to another form. Water cycle. Rain is the main source of water. Rain water falls into rivers, lakes and ponds. When it is raining, the water falls in river, lakes and ocean and ponds. This water changes into water vapor. When it changes into water vapor, as earlier we have discussed, when we boil the water, it changes water into water vapor. So here how no one is boiling the water, right? So when in summer season, because of heat of the sun, the water changes into water vapor, and this process is known as evaporation. Okay, this is very important, please. So this process is known as evaporation. The water vapor thus found being warmer and rises up. As we know, anything when it is warm, it is light in weight, so it goes up. Why it is goes up? Because it is light. When water vapor goes up in the sky, it comes in contact with cool air. When any hot thing comes contact with cool air, what happen? It also becomes cool, right? And when it comes contact in cool air, it also cools down. On cooling, the water vapor forms small droplet of water. This process is known as condensation. Evaporation, then after that condensation. So these drops comes closer to each other and forms the cloud. The water droplets in the sky further increase in size. How they are increasing in size? That means the clouds are started collecting the water droplets. As they are started collecting the water droplets, then what happen? Their size becomes, the cloud size becomes increase in size and becomes heavy. So it cannot hold the water droplets for so many days as it is too heavy. So they fall in the form of rain or snow on the earth, and this process is known as precipitation. This process is known as precipitation. See the picture here. First the surface water, then evaporation because of heat of the sun, evaporation, then it comes contact with the cool air, then condensation, then it started collecting the water droplets and it becomes bigger and bigger and it becomes heavy. So that's why it cannot hold the water droplets for so many days. So it then after that what happened? It rains in the form of precipitation. This is known as precipitation. Again these water are coming into the groundwater, that means the surface water, that is the lakes, the river, the ponds. This process is what? Repeating. So we call this as water cycle. See the picture here. So the rain water falls back into the water bodies and cycle starts all over again. So this cycle of water changing its forms continuously and it is known as water cycle. I hope this is clear for you. Water pollution. So various activities are responsible for contamination of water. The contamination of water is called water pollution. What is it is called? It is called as water pollution. Water, when I am asking you one question, if the quality of water is not good, is it suitable for drinking? No, right? So water becomes unsuitable for drinking due to the water pollution. So there are some activities because of these activities the water becoming polluted. Some of activities which pollute the water are given below: washing clothes and bathing in water bodies like rivers and lakes. Because of this also water becoming polluted. Throwing kitchen waste and wastes from factories and garbages into the water bodies. This is a big reason now for pollution of water pollution. Animals also taking bath in the rivers, lakes and ponds. So these are the some points for water pollution. Water supply. The water which reaches our home comes from lakes and rivers. So this water is purified because directly we cannot use this water which is coming from lakes and ponds. We have to purify the water before it reaches to our home. Water is directed from lake or rivers to be big purification tank. Can you see? These are the big purification tanks. Okay, here water is purified and collected in big tanks. From these tanks, water is supplied to taps in our homes through pipelines. So water supply. What do you think? Whether the water is coming to our home, is it suitable for drinking? If it is looks clean, is it suitable for drinking? No. So water that reaches to our home is not clean. It has to be made safe for drinking. If we drink water that is not clean, we may get waterborne diseases. So we can clean the water. How we can clean the water? By boiling it. I am repeating this again. We can clean the water by boiling it. If we boil the water, it kills the germs which is present inside the water. So water can be purified also by using the water filters or the water purifiers. In our house also, everyone's house now water purifier is there. So filtering water removes the impurities such as the sand and the dust particles. Then only the water becomes clean and it is safe for drinking. Thank you for watching this video.